Hello everybody, thank you for joining us. Today we're going to draw a hand holding a cup. So it could be a coffee cup, it could be a tea cup, and to start off we're going to first put just a normal sized cup into the picture. So let's say that is our cup. I think this shape will be either this shape or a shape with a straight surface on either ends. We'll also do sort of cylindrical shape, or this conventional coffee or tea cup shape like this. Now the handle is somewhere around here, and we can do a few different things with this. Let's say that it's like that. So now it really depends on the size of the cup. So if it is a cup that is like fairly like large, let's say this is a 15-ounce mug, the hand would place somewhere along that line, along those lines, opposite the cup. So we have the oval and we have the wrist, which we will switch things around as we're going, but right now we need to get our framework going. So we can either show it from a straight on perspective, or we can do a bit of tilted angle. So I think tilted will actually cover more ground, so we're going to go like this. So that is the index finger. We're starting with the index finger here, and then 2, so middle finger right there, 3, and 4. So that is the smallest finger. The thumb, of course, is going to go somewhere here. So if you just have those lines in place, we are actually off to the races. So we'll put in the index finger, which is actually most instrumental in holding on to the cup. In most cases, when the cup is small enough, we see that the index finger pretty much does the labors of holding the cup, while the other fingers just sit back and enjoy the show, lending that little instinctive support to the grasp. So the index finger in one way or the other, prominent right there, and then we have the middle finger. So we managed to show it as a little larger than the index finger, and this is where perspective and tilting angles come in, and they help. Right, so let's say that for that particular handle, we have our 2 fingers going through it, and we place the next finger slightly apart here. Necessarily we don't need to, because usually it is engulfed, and we continue to put down one finger at a time. So the handle need not show, but if we choose to do it this way, it shows it puts a little like dynamic into it, a little more life into the illustration, that the fingers are acting more like naturally, more instinctively, and assuming their random position as we are going through the grip of the cup. So fingers in place, and then we go into the rest of the hand, which is, let's actually get rid of the thumb as well. For the thumb, and then the skin folds here take care of the rest. So we do know that the hand is not outstretched, but it's like curled inward, and we have all those details coming together. So just the conventional curls will do. And somewhere here, bring the wrist up a little bit. As we mentioned, that there will be changes as you go along. And then again, the skin folds. And of course, we can keep on adding as many details as we want, but that is entirely up to the purpose of the illustration, whether it's a quick sketch, whether it is an illustration. Now this could be actually a very nice illustration if we want to, just make it as a pin-up or something temporary for the wall. Yes, it would really stand out, particularly a painted image or an image done in even pencil colors would actually really come across and make for, perhaps a poem could be put beside this to complement the image, or to set a certain tone for the room. So different options can be explored with this kind of illustration. It's very common, and we see it in day-to-day life almost casually. So in between here, we could just have tones. Let's line the cup right there, and we're just putting in tones toward the center of the concentration of the skin area in the hand. That is assuming that the light source is coming right from above. And then again, shades right along the bulging proportions, and some crosshatch right there, and sometimes holding the cup, depending on what fingers are utilized, there's a little bulge here in the vein as well, but not necessarily for every hand. And as we always say, that every hand has its own unique signature, its own unique attributes. So please do check it out, and you could try your own bit of illustrations from images from Google, and perhaps try to replicate some of them, and you will find several along these lines. So now when we're saying hand holding a cup, it is essentially the hand that was the object of the exercise. And so we are not going to put highlights and tones into the cup, but just mentioning that according to this light source, where the dark areas are falling toward the cup and then also traveling to the bottom, we would actually have tones setting in on this side of the cup rather than that side. So please do explore that option as well. We have other videos in which we have set tones for cylindrical shapes and perhaps even for a mug or two. So please, you could check out those videos as well. And in the interim, give this pose a try. Really something that is useful practice in anatomy of the hand. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe, keep in touch. Have yourself a wonderful day.